Hey y'all, I'm in here doing a little cooking and I decided to make this video. This video goes out to all the young people, especially the young ladies, still trying to figure this thing called life out when it comes to relationships, okay? Y'all need to understand this. I don't know if you know this already. I'm just putting this out there. If it resonates with you, if it's something that you can use, if it helps you, let me know. And if not, just keep on scrolling. Have a great day. Happy for you. Hope everything in your life is everything you need it to be. But there's a lot of you young women out here, and this has always been the case throughout many years. We've all faced this on some level. Some are a little more wittier, more smarter, more quick to bounce back and learn from it and keep moving and don't hold no grudges, and others are bitter. That's just a fact. Just understand that when y'all get in these relationships, these young men, every move you make, everything you accept, especially from day one, you're gonna have to be held accountable for that. You're gonna have to understand where you want to go. You got to already assume when you meet this man or woman that they already living a life and they already with somebody and they are a liar and they are this and they may have a disease. You got to already think that way. So it's up to them and you to do your due diligence to make sure they can prove you wrong. But if you just allowing them to jump in the relationship like day one, third date, 3 weeks later, you're already in the bed when they practically move in with you. You done told them your life story. You're probably pregnant by them within 6 weeks to 6 months. That's too soon, y'all. You got to take time to get to know people, to really see how they move, how they think. If they believe in drawing pendulums on the floor serving Satan, or do they believe in the higher power, the creator of heaven and earth, or do they don't believe in nothing? Are they good people? How they treat their mother? Do they love their siblings? These are things that's very important when it comes to relationships. That's going to be able to decide. That's what's going to help you decide, do you want to move forward? If you didn't got somebody that made you laugh, you met them at the job, and y'all went out with some other co-workers, and y'all had a good-ass time, everybody was drinking or just having a good time. You ain't got to be drinking or none of that. Dancing, having a good time, laughing, go out to eat breakfast, and it just felt so good. But then you go move too fast, and then you find out 6 weeks later that this person is totally opposite than what you really want out of life. This person is lazy, just happened to get lucky and get a job. Somebody hooked him up with it, but he ain't no worker. You know what I'm saying? He negative, he this, he that, everything. Then I think you didn't get pregnant by him. You got pregnant by him 3 months to 6 months later. Y'all practically moved together. You still working. He just hanging around the house, or, you know. These type of relationships don't last, y'all. A man needs to feel needed. He needs to be working. He needs to be out there doing something he loves to do, whether it's being in the studio making music, selling beats, if he on a construction site, if he whatever he working his 9 to 5 at, on top of trying to get his dreams popping, college, trade school, whatever it is, it got to be something. You can't just sit around the house. You're not going to be able to uplift him just because you work and you bad and you keep your nails done and you fine and you smile and you cook good and you clean. That ain't enough. What about him? You know what I'm saying? And this goes both ways, fellas. This goes both ways. But I'm really focused on the women because I know a lot of them be bitter and mad when the relationship don't work out. And y'all be trying to figure them out like they some goddamn science project. They just men. They human beings. And men and women are different when it comes to emotions. Like we emotional, we may say stuff and they emotional and they may keep it in. And the very few will really come out and just really say how they feel because they don't want to sacrifice and really take a chance on losing you, or you find out, or they're insecure, whatever it is, or they might be just used to being let down as well, and they don't want to just come out and open up. Nobody should open up day one. It takes time to get to know people, let them know your life story and all that. They shouldn't know everything, where you hang out at, where your mama live at, all your kids' names, what they look like, meet them already in the door. Spend the night at your house, second, third week. You know what I'm saying? Practically moving in. And then you think it's gonna work out how? How's that gonna work out? They didn't earn it. You have to build up to get to know them to see if that's somebody you would want to do that with. Then y'all won't have all this heartache. And it's not hard to do this now. It's okay if you got so far in a relationship, now you pregnant by them, now you got a baby by them, or whatever it is. You just stuck. No, if you taking your ass to work every day, getting up, going to school, keeping your house clean, you know what I'm saying, doing everything that you need to do to uplift yourself and take care and nurture your kids, if you got any, then you can do anything. It's not hard. Because if he decides not to ever talk to you again, guess what? You ain't gonna never talk to him again. So you got to take control of that. Stop trying to figure out what he mean by this when he said that Why he ain't came up? Why he ain't called? Why he lied? You know what I'm saying? Should I tell him I know this? Blah, blah, blah. And then when you find out some things about, because now y'all just pretty much friends with benefits, or you friends, or you co-parenting. So they can pretty much let you know who you are. So if they ever slip up and come over and you let them see their child, then y'all do something sexually, then that's on you, because you already knew about this other woman. Then you start feeling some type of way because you gave in. Once you find out, you got to move accordingly, no matter how hard it is. That's the only way you're going to eventually, you will get over that. But if you keep giving in and you segging them and being intimate with them, and then you're arguing, and then you hoping that he changes his mind, and you trying to figure out what he's seeing in her, you know what I'm saying? Especially if you know what she look like. Damn all that. Y'all got to get over that shit. I'm trying to tell you, it's all about that person you chose. And once you see who they are, how they think, how they move, if they love their mama, if they love their own kids, if they got any, if they're an honest person, you ain't gonna find that out in no 3 to 6 months. You just not gonna find that out that soon. So stop moving so fast. Just because you want a screw don't mean you got to give up everything that it takes just to get that screw. You can go to a hotel, you can go to somebody, you know what I'm saying, mutual grounds that you may not never go back to, that you feel comfortable at. Do what you got to do, get on top and go and leave. I don't understand why y'all make this so hard. Everybody that you give yourself to, even though you shouldn't just be giving yourself to people just because you're in the mood. But okay, you human, you might slip, you horny, you did it, okay? But that don't mean it's a life sentence, like I just got to keep doing it. You can decide that, oh, I did that night. It was like a one-night stand, and it wasn't my intentions, but it happened. Also, because it happened, you got to keep doing it. You got to keep yourself in the phone call. You got to go further with this person, get to know them. So now you really are finna get pregnant because you really just keep dealing with them because you emotional, or the other relationship you had, you still ain't really over it, so you bouncing back doing this way. It's a lot of reasons. It ain't just these men. Sometimes y'all women, y'all be on fuck shit too. Y'all do, mentally, emotionally. It don't necessarily mean you doing it on purpose, but y'all got to think about every move you make, especially if you got kids. Your life depends on it. Your happiness depends on it. Like I said, if this helps somebody, I'm glad. And if it wasn't something that you resonate with or have a problem with, then maybe somebody else can use it. But I see it a lot, and I'm just trying to help somebody. Talk to y'all later.